Hey, this is Garrick with a local real estate rundown. Wanted to share some exciting news, some different news that certainly has affected not only Next Home, but a lot of other franchises in our local market. And that is the idea of real estate mergers. That's been really popular for 2026, and I wanted to talk about what it means to you as the consumer. Next Home in particular was just acquired by EXP. EXP is one of the largest real estate franchises, brokerages actually, that in terms of agent count. So we're excited about that, that we get to increase our network on a national level. But we're not the only company. Remax was just bought out by Real earlier this year. Compass bought out Anywhere, which was a Coldwell Banker, Century 21, many other smaller as well. So it's really kind of been this real estate companies merging with other real estate franchises coming together to make larger companies. In general, the effect that consumers are going to see day to day, probably not a lot at this point. However, I want to introduce you to kind of two options that you are going to have when you list your house. And that is the traditional way of listing your house, which is sign on with an agent. That agent is then going to put it in the MLS, market your house to really anybody, right? Any consumer that can see it, any agent that has a buyer, even from a different company that can see it. They're going to be able to show your house, bring in buyers and consumers into your property. That's a traditional way. That's the way that we have done it for the last several years, right? It wasn't just a Next Home listing brings in only Next Home agents. We could bring in any agents and really give the consumer, hopefully, the most market potential using other companies, buyers, or if they're unrepresented buyers, in order to look at a property. The trendy thing that we're hearing a lot, and it's probably one of the reasons that all these acquisitions have taken place, is the idea of doing an office exclusive listing. That's where you really wouldn't put up a sign in your yard. It's where you would try to just sell it to the network of agents that work for that certain company. And it wouldn't be publicly advertised. So it wouldn't go on third-party websites like Zillow or Realtor.com. It would just be the group of agents that are working for that company that would try to sell your property, essentially an off-market listing. So there are benefits to that sometimes. The biggest benefit is if people really want privacy and they want an opportunity to try to sell their property without having their house publicly listed. So if that's something that sounds appealing to you, we can talk about options. I'm really truly a believer in the best thing for sellers is to put their house on the open market and try to get as many consumers in there. Because when we talk about listing, I'm really trying to look out and say what can a seller's net become. So after all of the different fees that are put in there, what is the seller going to walk away with? Majority of the time, the best outcome is for a seller to put their property on the market, listed, so every consumer has an opportunity to see that. So if you choose an office exclusive, at least from our office, we're going to talk through what are the benefits of maybe privacy and making the transaction, not having to do all of the showing prep. And for some people, that's still a great fit. But truly, if you want to get your property out of the market exposed to the most number of people, we would still tell you to do a traditional listing where it would get listed and every agent and every buyer would be able to show your property. Next week, we're going to talk about how to get your house ready to list for some simple things that you can do to get ready for the spring/summer market in Wisconsin.